And we are off the first race of the night. We're going to Wario's Gold Mine.
Super excited to see how this track plays out. We're likely going to be on board here with Blackout, but there are a few orange Yoshis here in this one. Fourth place here for this player with the mushroom, and so we're going to be seeing how everything kind of shakes out, and it is going to be Blackout here trailing what is going to be Bobby there, also in an orange Yoshi, trying to blend in a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Blackout, one of those racers that have really improved themselves as time has gone on. Remember, this is Mario Kart. You can come here, you can play, and you can win, but the players who know the game, know the courses, are going to have an advantage because they know these shortcuts, because they know what to do with the items. It's just a little bit easier, so Blackout being one of those competitors that have just been practicing and getting better every single time. A few grand finals performances from them, but now we're over to the Wubs now on the Shy Guy Biddy Buddy logo. I love Shy Guy, an absolutely amazing character.
Yeah, the Wubs definitely has been here before. They're in that mid-pack position. This is going to be Ginger there in 8th, going to be getting another item here up at this first set here, a lap number 2, and it looks like she's going to have some Wendy player behind her as she goes past the Wubs. Gets bumped wide though, and another player getting victimized there too.
Yeah, now we got Kalika. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry for butchering
Kalika Umaka?
Yeah, there you go. I believe so. And we're going to be seeing them in 6th place right now. Blue Yoshi on the Yoshi bike. Love to see it. Now we got Arcs here in 4th place and going up to 3rd. And look at the gap between those two orange Yoshis and this Waluigi. That's going to make the item RNG get a little bit more hectic as you get farther away from first, but unfortunately misses the shock dodge as the SAR runs out last second.
Yeah, whoever used that shock used it exactly when that player was out of their star, avoiding or basically preventing them from being able to move up with it. And now this is Kalika Umaka here with the triple reds. They're in 3rd on the inside drifting bike. And man, if you're Blackout right now in 2nd place, you got to be a little bit careful here because you only do have that single red shell. But Blackout though does have the 10 coins, trying to see if maybe they can get something going here with funny name Bobby, should I say, here fighting against this blue.
Oh, let's see. Is it going to land in time? No, it does not. Bobby's going to be able to take the first win of tonight. Blackout unfortunately got shocked off the shortcut, but still had enough of a lead to finish it off in 2nd place. And now we see Arcs in 3rd place as well, being able to scrape by there. I mean, 10 points to your score is going to be huge because with 66 racers, the point total to get into semifinals and not battle it out in second chance battle is going to be significantly higher.
It is, and I was talking with a few players downstairs right by the bar, and I was thinking really we're going to see that cutoff potentially, and again, I'm just forecasting here. I don't know what it is officially, but maybe around 36, 37 points, and you really got to have some really good, 3rd plus place finishes to really solidify yourself above that threshold. So great job to those players, Bobby, Blackout, and others doing a great job there on race number 1.
Absolutely. Wario's Gold Mine, kind of straightforward. There's not many shortcuts, not much to do there. You can coin run, get those 10 coins, and then just go and just follow the track. Not many places to fall off at either. So with these next few tracks, we could get into the more difficult territory or just stick it with the, original 48. As we all know, there's more DLC always coming out for the next, I would say another year or so for this year.
Yeah, it's going to be going up and through the end of the year. We're going to be seeing at least, a couple more waves? 3?
Yeah, 3. I think 3 more waves, yeah.
4 more waves?
Yeah, 3 or 4 more waves. I believe 3. But it'll be really interesting to see because we could have a potential of having all the rainbow roads in this game. But we are going to DKJ. And on this track, you really do not want to get hit out because there are not many shortcuts on this one either.
There aren't. Yeah, so you really do have to be a little bit careful. There are some bill extensions, and you can definitely take advantage of players on that final ledge with fire, with boomerangs, and really create some havoc for players going to that final turn.
Yeah, giving me a little bit of PTSD of those moments where I've gotten hit out in the very last second, and it's never a good time because it's just very, very hard to come back in it. But we are back onto Paradise, another racer who's coming back and racing with us again. Great to see them here, but we got the point total in the top right corner if you want to see where your favorite racer ended up in the last race. But right now we are on Arcs, going down to 5th, getting bumped out by the Tanuki and Shy Guy. But Paradise going to be able to take that no item shortcut beautifully, get on the glider, and go off those boost ramps.
Looks like the bot finished in 8th last race, just looking at the way that the points shook out. Here's Big B here in 4th with a couple shrooms, trying to get back up there to Bobby, Blackout, and Arcs, I believe. Or actually, Arcs is going to be there in 5th. We got another player. That's Paradise in 3rd here on the Tanuki Mario pipe frame loadout with triple greens. And man, I'm really curious to see what Bobby's going to be doing here, letting Blackout take the whole shot here the second race.
That's genuinely what I like to do as well. Just allow the person to run in first, wait for the blue shell to inevitably come out and then take over first. But I'm pretty sure they have the ability to see that they have an air horn, and that's going to get right rid of that, and that's going to allow Blackout to have to take the full force of this blue shell. No defense to be found. They're going to have to just accept it and try and catch up to Bobby.
Oh, so close there to that banana, but Blackout didn't opt to go for the after you. Ends up taking it. Now look at Bobby here with a sound horn and a banana there. Some double defense there for him. Blackout, though, gonna still solidify himself into second. Backs the player. I think he ended up backing Paradise there, and Paradise trying to pitch up there to that Metal Mario.
Beautiful usage of that back camera. We talk about it every day, how useful it actually is. Just knowing who's behind you and maybe allowing yourself to get a little bit more space from this mid pack that is just slowly crawling their way up. As we are back on to Big B, they're going to have a green shell in hand. Blue shell is out, though. Going to be able to glide themselves onto the boost ramps, and that's going to be Bobby in first place, who has to take this blue shell now. A little bit of karma. Will that be enough for Blackout to catch back up? First red shell comes out. Second red shell comes out. But the shock happens, and that's going to negate the red shell. Allows Bobby to grab first. Blackout gets second.
You can see the smirk there from Bobby, too. He realized he got saved. Blackout played that incredibly well with the items that he had, but unfortunately the shock was the saving grace for Bobby there. But very well done to both players. I mean, really, this isn't necessarily about winning. It's just about solidifying that point total to put you in a secure position going to the next round.
Exactly. Getting that top 6 finish so that you have enough points to get into semifinals. But even then, if you're not doing too well, remember, there's always that second chance battle. You can get first or second place and then move on to semifinals as well. So it's one of those aspects where you just want to race well, get a good spot, and just hope for the best.
You want to know something crazy? This is like the 4-year anniversary of the second chance format, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I got the memory of the Lozo Abraham, the first ever Baby Park 200cc match. And unfortunately, I cost 2 kids, a 7-year-old and an 11-year-old, out of the tournament. And that was 4 years ago. And the end of January 2019, I believe? Man, I mean, time's flying, you know? And then that was that 7-month run.
I don't want to believe it, because I was here when they were changing the format of that second chance battle. That is insane to me.
I was a big fan of this format, and we got to give credit to, you know, and it's changed a little bit. It's evolved. So shout out to all of the individuals, especially to Kevin. But, you know, I was very vocal with Oliver about, you know, how cutthroat that last format was. And now we're seeing here 66 players. The top half of the players are going to be guaranteed to be playing at least one more time.
Exactly. And it's really nice. I do enjoy that, because of the fact, even though 200cc Baby Park's a really fast race, there are still strategies that you can use to allow yourself to get a giant lead and move on to the next round. But if you don't take those strategies, it's just going to be a little bit harder. Not impossible, but it's still going to be a little bit harder. But we are on Grizzly Bear here. They're going to be in 6th place. Throw the red shell forward, but unfortunately did not realize the character in front of them already got hit out, so they had invincibility frames from the last item that hit them.
Race 3 of 4 here. We're going to Paris, and this is the real Paris, not like the Eiffel Tower that we see, you know, across the strip here. But this is Ginger, by the way, bullying everybody, drives into the wall, but has the greens. Definitely scared a few people. Paradise as well. Got to be careful there of Funny Name, who's now on an inside drifting bike. Man, look at that fire, the bomb avoidance there. Paradise taking a little bit of the scenic route, but still in 8th place.
That is pretty ridiculous. I thought the bomb was going to explode, or he's going to throw one of the fire flowers at the bomb, but fortunately enough, was able to just skate right by. Moon here is in 8th place, going to be able to pop that star, trying to get around the competition, rams into 1-2 people, and now it's able to avoid that blue shell. Remember, you want to get away from the middle of the track if there is a blue shell. Blackout's going to take the full force, Bobby's going to take over.
Yeah, Funny Name, or Bobby rather, is, I'm so used to it out of habit, but just letting Blackout just take all of the hits for him. Blackout's just got to be a little bit cognizant of that, and Funny Name's really letting him do a lot of the dirty work, Bobby for that matter. But Blackout here with a single shroom and it's going to be behind Bobby here. Let's see maybe if he can get some offense to really threaten him a little bit.
Really nice drifts there coming out from Blackout, but Bobby has the lead and has the items to secure. Whoa, kind of messes up that drift a little bit, runs into the wall there. Has to be careful, but has the items they need to finish off this race in first place.
Interesting position here for Blackout, not able to do too much given no items, so this is going to be the last chance that Blackout has, and I think for Blackout you just got to cut your losses here, focus on salvaging second. Big breakaway between the top two. Bobby's going to go take this one here at Paris.
Yeah, and that's going to be Blackout once again. Coming back, being able to just secure that second place finish. And now we got Ginger. Oh no, gonna get hit the line. You gotta use your shroom. Let's go.
Oh, and salvage is third.
Oh my goodness, and then we see Kalika there just laughing it off, knowing what just happened. Oh my goodness.
We did kind of backseat that play a little bit, but had she used that shroom, she would have dodged the blue anyways.
Yes.
But yeah, either way, you know, there's a 1 point difference there between third and fourth, so I don't feel too bad. I don't feel too bad that we just backseated that play.
We'll get into those specifics very soon, but we got the racers on deck. If you hear your name, head up to the hype tunnel. We'll be waiting on you to get the next qualifier started. Jadex, Phantom, Jackie Wars, Bonnie, Roxy Girl, Smokey the Hippo, Mumu, Princess, Toadster, Kronos, and Otto. If you heard your name, head up to the hype tunnel, get in line, and you'll be in the next qualifier. And I'm really excited for this one because that is the return of Bonnie competing in SNS.
The return of Bonnie. I mean, Roxy Girl and Luna Galaxy are back. They are OGs. They even predate me to in the beginning of SNS. And then you got, you know, Jaguars, Jadex. I mean, that is going to, and Phantom, who's just been on the rise, also had a career high last week, I believe.
Yeah, third
place. I mean, there's just so much talent in that second qualifier.
Absolutely, and we're going to see the battle between Jadex and Vonnie because they both play a specific card called the Inward loadout. So it's going to be quite interesting. Let's see if Bonnie's rust is going to show this time around. But now we're seeing Kalika on the Toad loadout. I love the cart. I love Toad in it. It just matches so well.
Opting not to drift, but just taking all the sites, going up the coin route here, but I don't think there's going to be many coins to take advantage of as Kalika here in 9th place doesn't go for the trick, just going for a leisurely stroll. You know, some players like to do that.
Ooh, Ark's going to be able to avoid that red back by just an inch, but also this is a track that just came out, so maybe a lot of these racers aren't used to it, only, you know, used to, you know, the regular 48 as this just came out with the Wave 3 DLC. So, you know what, I wish this track was a little bit better. I was quite disappointed in it, but overall, it's a Christmas track. I'm a sucker for Christmas things.
It's a very one-dimensional track, but looks like that Blackout might have changed their loadout here. Wow, that green was smart bouncing all over the place. Look at the Wendy player also moving up there. This is going to be Big B here in 4th with a green shell. Going to be going behind Bobby here on this coin path, and it looks like Blackout does get hit, so Big B going to be pressuring Blackout there for 3rd.
Yeah, Big B here. Absolutely doing an amazing job, just keeping their own, just trying to race consistently, do the best lines possible, and be able to land that trick and be able to get around this corner. We saw another competitor, though, get dragged out there, and now this is Arcs, another competitor that we've been seeing this top 6 position, racing it out and being able to hold their own as well.
Yeah, Arcs right now trying to make something happen. This is Paradise now, switching to Waluigi Wiggler, one of the meta loadouts that we normally do see online. Has a really solid balance of speed, and you can see how close this pack is. Also, look at that Wendy player there with that sound horn in the middle of the pack. Oh, might have taken a player out there, but Blackout hits out that Waluigi Wiggler. Now in 4th place, has their eyes set on 3rd.
Ooh, beautiful move there as well, being able to just get around that competitor who got dragged out. Big B now in 2nd place. Going to be vulnerable to not a red shell because that went to Blackout instead. Bobby, though, going to get their item ghosted and just has to counter drift and drift again and then go off the boost panel and grab 1st place once again.
Taking a little bit of a scenic route there. Bobby ends up taking the win. It looks like Big B might have gotten 2nd there over Blackout, but there was a lot of positioning going on there towards the end just because of some of the items they had. They kind of were racing for 2nd. It allowed Funny Name to break away.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing qualifier, though. We see the competitors who come here time and time again. They're used to being on stage. They don't have the nerves. They know exactly where to run, and they know these tracks. So really, the competitors who are coming back week after week and really practicing the game, it's showing that they can just race on these these tracks and really not panic once things go bad.
Yeah, this is going to sound very strange here, and I do need to work on my whole Twitch chat dynamic. My phone's acting up, but
there you go.
Don't take this the wrong way, but how I play is I try to play not necessarily qualifiers, but semifinals and finals like I'm a sociopath. Whenever I get hit, right, I just remove all emotion from getting hit. And I found that, you know, this is the situation I'm in. How do I get out of it? And when you remove that, like that tilt and that emotion, you actually do end up playing much better. So
Absolutely.
I'm not saying, you know, go be a sociopath forever, but you know, as you're playing the game for the brief cycle, you know, just try to remove any emotion from what's happening, because some of the stuff is out of your control.
It is. And we got the highlights of seeing what was out of control for these racers. Let's see what happened in this first qualifier. Bobby being able to grab that first race, just barely being able to escape that blue shell. Once again, it's the Bobby Blue Shell show. Being able to just get hit by every single blue shell in the world and then getting saved by Zeus themselves. Being able to just avoid that red shell. Do not take that whole damage, all of that time trimmed off, because if you got hit by that, Ginger unfortunately drafting into that, could not do the blue shell dodge with the mushroom, but then pops the mushroom last second, grabs third place.
Yeah, gets past Kalika there. This is Blackout taking out what was likely going to be Paradise there towards the end of Merry Mountain.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you do not know, if you are here in the arena, we do have a Twitch stream going on, twitch.tv/Allied Esports. Get involved with the professional Mario Kart competitive scene and all the people who are in it right now. We've got Astra, we got Vantox, we got Stark Essie, the Blue XP who was talking about coming out from Utah and competing with us. Would love to see y'all out here as well. That would be amazing. It's an amazing event. I love it. Been going here for years. And then we also got Blue XP. Okay, that's it right now.
Shout out to Vantox too, all the way from the Netherlands, our Edgeguard winner this past year. But we do have scores coming up here from qualifier number 1, so let's take a look and see. The battle was likely between Bobby and Blackout, and Bobby ending up getting that perfect 60. Blackout going to be ending up with 46, also should realistically be in contention moving on. Big B there in third with 37. Paradise and Arcs tied for fourth with 31. Kalika Umaka there with 25 points and 6. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th are going to be the Risley Bear, Ginger, the Wubs, Moon, and May Liddy, respectively.